Hello everyone and welcome. It is Jack with just another car channel here today. And I decided to make this video because the other day I heard this guy talking and he had said, yeah, my dad's Cummins, his straight pipe Cummins is so loud. And I got to thinking, now this will be a topic for another video, but my initial thought was, okay, but does it sound good? But besides that, this is what a turbo will do sort of with your exhaust note. Now, take in mind. Nah, that doesn't work. Take into consideration, this here is tiny. You probably can't really see it, but it's not very big. It's not a big turbski. Besides that, I just swallowed a bug. That was nasty. Besides that, oh gosh, I lost my train of thought. Anyways, besides that, I only have a few sort of comparisons to show. Now, before we dig deep into this, I'm not going to go into huge detail, but this is how a turbo works. So, this is a T6 Garrett GT42, and I do believe, if I remember correctly, the exhaust side is a 67 millimeter, and the compressor side is a 71, as that kind of might indicate. So, what happens is, this is bolted onto your exhaust manifold. Now, real quick, I will not get into the specifics of turbocharging or boosting or whatever you might do, just because that is not my expertise. I do know that you have to run more fuel with more air that you put through your motor, and that keeping it cool is a good, well, very, very good idea. Also is retarding your timing. Now, back to this. This is bolted onto your exhaust manifold. Your engine turns and, goes through its cycles, and it pushes the exhaust out through the manifold into here. This spins this. It is a shaft on this side and the other side that your exhaust will come in here. It'll kind of hit that, and it'll spin that. And after it's kind of spun that, and it's doing this continually, it comes out this side where your downpipe is, and the rest of your exhaust. Now, real quick, before we get to the other side, actually while we get to the other side, that is the oil. Oh gosh. It's either the oil tube feed line or the oil tube drain line, because you run oil through these to keep them cool, keep the bearings good, and so you don't break things. Kinda. Something like that. Now, here, as your exhaust spins that, on the other side, it spins this up here. And what this does is, well, you could say it sucks air in, but it creates a vacuum to where air will be pushed, or the atmosphere will push air through here. It'll grab and take it and channel the air down through here and out, thus creating boost. Now, when that happens, you're forcing more air into your motor. And what usually will happen is you'll get that, well, if you ever hear diesels or semis, if you don't know much about it, or if you do know something about vehicles, you know, you'll hear the go by. Now, with that being done, let's move on to another thing real quick. Now, if you're wondering about completely boosting a vehicle or how exactly it works, there are multiple YouTube videos explaining that. It's not exactly what I'm trying to do here. But let's move on, as I have something else for everybody. Now, as I am showing on Goldie Z, unlike the Green Fender Z from the first from the first clip, this is non-turboed. Now, what a turbo will do to your exhaust is it'll be slightly quieter. Not by much, but a little bit quieter, and depending on how big it is. Now, I won't go into the differences between back pressure and what else might be affected if you do run a turbocharger on your vehicle, but I'm sure there's something else for that somewhere. Now, it'll make your vehicle a little bit quieter, usually. And depending on what's done, you'll get the noise of the spool of it and, you know, the other things, even though it might sort of phase out your engine noise, as I will show in a few clips coming up. But in my personal opinion, I think that it's worth it. I think that big cammed untreatable V8s that are all motor are worth it. I think smaller boosted motors, well, I like them too. I'm not completely really picky, because everyone's going to have their, well, they're going to have what they like. Now, I will show you in this. The black car is the one, well, the black Datsun is the one that is all motor. And, well, you can hear more of the exhaust and the motor. The white one, which you'll probably be able to tell is turboed, and you can hear more of the spool and the little bit of the blow-off valve on it, which, that's another thing. If you turbo your vehicle, or your vehicle's already turboed, and you run a blow-off valve, or you don't, then you'll either get that, or you can, if you don't have one or it's tight, you can get turbo flutter, which isn't a good thing, but it can not be a bad thing. There are other videos out there that explain that too. I'm not going to go into detail with it. Please enjoy this next few clips. And also, the black car that is not a Datsun is factory turboed. It has a little bit of work done to it, and you'll get a little bit of blow-off valve with a little bit of turbo flutter. I'll shut up now. Please enjoy. Lastly, I just want everyone to know, neither I or anybody that helped me make this video condone street racing. That's why we take it to the track. Please leave a like and maybe a comment. Hope to see you in the next one.